With the idea in mind that we're going to have to add an ear in here, we're going to need a little bit more detail on the side of the head. So we're going to go ahead and add some of that. So we'll start with edge, grab right there. I'm going to shift click up. It's going to grab all of those edges. So now we're going to hit flow connect, and it's going to drop a new edge in there for us. Now that's actually going to give me about exactly what I need to add the ear in there. Generally speaking, when we reconnect the ear to the side of the head, we're going to end up with a couple triangles around it. But in the bigger picture, we usually don't see behind the ear, and there's always a little bit of kind of odd surface where your ear connects to the side of your head anyway. So if we end up with a little odd surface there, it really is okay. So because I added that geometry, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to relax to soften that up. So that looks a little bit better. And then we're going to go into our vertices and we're going to move all of these a little bit farther in. It's going to help us define the back of the jawline right there. And then right down here, we're going to move these forward a bit. And again, that's going to help us create the feeling of that jawline, because this set of edges is a little farther forward than this set. So it builds a little curvature right there. All right, so from there, we're going to grab these two edges and we're going to shift drag them down. So by just bringing them straight down, we're not really following the side of the neck that way, but we're going to bring those back in and grab these two vertices and I'm going to weld them. So when I just hit weld, if it doesn't weld together automatically, I'll just have to go into that weld dialog box and up the weld threshold. All right, now we'll grab a couple vertices, or a couple edges, underneath the chin here to start bringing down those on the front of the throat. By doing that right there, I just created a spot where I can bridge these two edges and create a nice quad. So we'll grab that, and we'll bridge across. Now, going back, I can use a little bit more detail right through here to help continue to create that jawline. So we're going to shift select right through there, and you see it's going to give me a set of edges, again, that goes up over the top of the head. Well, either I have to live with that, or I'm going to have to turn some edges to figure out a better way to get that flow to work. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to polygon, and I'm actually going to delete that poly and these. So we're going to get rid of those. All right, so from there, we're going to take this edge and we're going to connect it to this edge over here. So by bridging to this edge, we're going to keep that flow going in the direction we actually want it to. That way, if I shift grab that edge there, I get a full line all the way around and then into the throat. So then if I connect on those, I'm going to be able to refine the way that curve flows through there with a lot more precision. That's going to work much nicer. So I can take all of those and we'll shift drag them down and then start adjusting how they flow through the neck here. So we can start watching for how the neck muscle flows down through the neck, start accounting for that and how we're going to deal with a bulge there, as well as being able to define that jawline a little bit more nicely. Keep these back along the cheek a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Next, we'll be adding a little bit of thickness around the eyes and then closing in the mouth, forming some lips.